And we are good, I believe. Hello, everybody. Welcome back once again. It is your boy Show here with what will most likely be the final of the Masters 8, or the Streamers Masters 8, or the Ijikura Conference Losers Brackets. Today, I believe we are going to have... So we have two matches here, then a match after that, and then a match after that, and then one, so about 5 matches today to end us off on our first and what I would consider very successful Masters 8 tournament here. We have 4 competitors that were dropped out by the semifinals. I think it was the quarterfinal by technicality. But anyways, they were dropped out before we got to the end of the tournament. So we're going to have them face off. Whoever wins the overall of these 4 matches will be going up against a STEMI, for those who watched the last Masters 8 losers bracket video. And after we go through the winner of that, they'll be facing off against DK, who was the loser of the Saw versus DK for the 3rd place spot. So we're gonna jump right into it with some spins here real quick, as per usual. Ooh, let me grab my handy dandy pencil here. My mic is in like a really awkward position, so it's a little tough. But first off, we have napkin. Wait, how did I write these? Just gotta make sure I write them all the same, because my head is gonna be screwy. Round 1, losers. Don't mind me. Triangle. I used the wrong word. But it'll be napkin. And his opponent. We're using a different playlist today, by the way. So it's different. Gonna be more variety of songs playing. Versus Sasuke. That's gonna be a fight. That's gonna be quite the brawl between those two. They did very well in the tournament. Sorry, Sasuke, if you're watching this, by the way. And then we have Paragon and Nick. Alright. Then with that, we will jump right into it. I believe I do not seem to have my move wheel here. Oops. Wheel of moves. Oh my god. Didn't save. It didn't save. Hiya. Hiya. Let me see if I can pull it up on history here. Looks like Opera GX history is not coming in clutch like I want it to right now. That is not... It's super embarrassing. Bam. Alright, now I'm just gonna go fuck myself. Well, we'll have to make a new wheel right now. I'm okay with that. Move 1, move 2, move 2, move 3. So this match might not have as many as of the dreaded gimmick or switch. Alright, we're gonna shuffle that just to show you guys everything on here twice. I'm gonna be shuffling. Boom. We'll go to advanced here. And then I believe we made everything else that was a move. I'm not gonna put both switches next to each other again. That's gonna be pain. We made everything that was a move have extra odds of happening. Larger percentile of the board. There we go. So this is our current wheel. But we will jump right into it. Our first match of the day is going to be Napkin. Oh, I should probably find a user. You would think I'd set this stuff up. Challenge you to a Gen 8 custom game. On our left-hand side, we will have Napkin here. And once again, Napkin will be going up against Sasuke. If I can find him on the board. Just Sauce here. Both really good teams, in my opinion. Alright. Y'all know the rules by now. Gonna have a coin flip. Heads left, tails right. Alright, looks like Napkin will get first Pokemon and second move. So Napkin's going to be starting off with Maractus. And that'll be going into Sasuke's Galosopod. So let's see how this rolls. Oh, is Wheel being quiet today? Doesn't do a spinning noise. I guess it's being quiet today. We're gonna get a Poison Jab here from Sasuke. I'm really excited to see how the end of this goes. I was really fun. I had a lot of fun with the losers bracket, to be honest with you. You know, Cotton Guard. So Maractus will be a little bit more tanky and be able to handle this just a tad bit more. Very good move from Maractus there. But how will it respond against Galosopod? This thing will most likely get switch itself out if it doesn't land, or once it hits 50%. We got Gimmick, which is not one we can use for Napkin right now. Looks like Napkin is going to go with a Drain Punch here. And in response, we will get another Poison Jab from Galosopod. Drain Punch hints resist, but does give a little bit of HP back, which might help a tad. Never mind, crit. Holy shit, that's insane. that's definitely the fastest way we've gotten. Oh, wow, that's crazy. All right, moving right along. Quagsire coming out to play. Maybe this Galosopod will be a problem. Sasuke was strong enough to beat the #1 ranked overall by Technicolor. A Gimmick there, which isn't going to really do much here. Alright, we'll get a first impression. Which will do nothing, unfortunately. Oh, the fucking the low HP music from Black and White. That's insane. We get another Gimmick, which will not do anything. Bro, the wheel spun and went to the opposite side of the board where Gimmick is and got Gimmick again. This is crazy. Alright, we will get a Recover, which will do nothing, unfortunately. So just a big nothing burger turn for both sides. But that might change now as we get a Stone Edge from Quagsire here. How do I look on camera, by the way? Alright, no, I'm looking great. Anyways. Looks like Sasuke will be switching out Galosopod here, and that is the wrong thing. And we'll be switching into Gigalith. This Gigalith is a monster. A monster that tanks a Stone Edge, especially. But it might be at a little bit of a disadvantage against Quagsire, depending on what happens here. So we'll have to see. Oh god, I forgot whose turn it was. Oh, switching was second, so it'll be Weather Ball here. I'm getting better. I'm getting better at memorizing it. Thank god it's the last video. Into a Hydro Pump. Not good. Not what you want to see there. But huge damage and tanks it, just like Gigalith shell. But Weather Ball doing nothing as no weather conditions are currently up and applied. Let's see how Quagsire finishes or decides to try to finish this, where we're getting an Earthquake. I'm vibing. This song is such a vibe. Gigalith will be switching out, which might not be the best of moves, but we'll have to see into Centiskorch. This will be a G-Max if it lowers it enough, but it does not lower it enough. I just realized Sasuke's team's weakness to water. Or at least part of it. Alright, here we will be getting a Will-O-Wisp that should help mitigate some of the physical damage we're getting here from Quagsire, but we'll have to see. As we will get another Stone Edge. Will-O-Wisp misses, unfortunately. And Stone Edge lands and crits. That completely removed Sasuke's G-Max option. Unfortunate for Sasuke there. Oh, fuck. I'm making, like, extra web pages, and I don't need to. Give me a minute. Number generator. Out of 6. Okay. Weird. So we'll make it out of 5. We're getting Scizor next. Alright, Sasuke is put in a pretty bad position here, but they seem to be a little bit more even with each other right now. I believe it is Quagsire's move, so we will start off with that. And we are going to get a recover. Into an X Scissor. So that did more damage than expected, but the recover will bring him right back up like none of it had even happened. So we're back on an even playing field. I believe this Scizor does not have a gimmick, so we will have to re-roll on that one. We're getting a Tailwind. Which will help if, even with Scizor up. I was going to say if Scizor falls, but that speed boost is going to be great. Oh. Sorry. Gym leader music. Go hard. We're getting another Stone Edge, though. So the foe is faster. It still did that better than I thought he would, honestly. No, it's only a rock type move, so it's fine. Alright, let's see what Quagsire can do this turn. Going for another Stone Edge. It's had very, very good luck with accuracy on these Stone Edges. I feel like I miss Stone Edge all the time. One thing about having a small desk is that I now have like no desk space. Another switch from Sasuke. So we'll have to see how this goes for him as he'll be switching into Salamence. Sasuke slowly letting his team get whittled down, unfortunately. But the Stone Edge switch into the Intimidate made the damage a little bit more bearable to do. So not a terrible switch from Sasuke. But we will be continue to move on. Next move should be Salamance's. And Salamence is going to go for a Crunch here. 80 base power Crunch is super, super good move for those who are not already aware of it. But we'll have to see how Quagsire responds in a situation like this. And it will respond by going for an Earthquake, which is a little unfortunate, as Earthquake will do nothing to Salamence since it's flying up in the sky. But it kind of took the tanking hit from the Crunch there, so not a really terrible trade-off for both parties there. And that's, again, a little bit more even. If anything, Napkin has a little bit of a lead here. Napkin will go for another Stone Edge here. Stone Edge still has that high chance to crit, which will completely ignore any stat buffs or debuffs. So we will see what happens in that sense, but we're going to get an Outrage on Salamance's side. The Salamence is the Mega Evolution. Okay, brings us down to 57, but because of the Outrage popping, we will not be able to use the automatic move here. Or the gimmick if push comes to shove. So Sasuke's in a little bit of a precarious situation. As Napkin rolls gimmick. It's like the wheel's listening to me. And we will get a recover. This Quagsire is going to be staying. Boo, never mind. Salamence outspeeds and takes care of Salamence. But now Salamence is in a confused state, which will put it in a little bit of a, well, it could put it at a disadvantage. We'll have to see what ends up happening. The battle is technically with Sasuke behind right now. Orbital is coming out to show itself. It would technically be Orbital's move after the spin there. But Orbital will be switching right out. Right back into Scolipede. Scolipede was very, from what I remember, was super, super good for Napkin later on. But we'll be getting a Dragon Dance from Salamence if it doesn't hit itself. So it'll get a free... Oh, it hits itself, actually. Alright, that brings it just right before Mega Evolution there. So we'll have to see. It is its move again. Still confused. Actually, we just get Gimmick. We just get Gimmick straight up, actually. So now Salamence just Megos. Alright, good to know. Glad to see one of the tricks pop in here. For sure. There's Mega into Dragon Dance. Very interested. Really wants that stat boost to really seal the deal against this team. And on the opposite side, Scolipede will be setting up as well with a Toxic Spikes, which could come to bite Sasuke in the ass, considering none of his team are immune to such a thing. But Scolipede having Speed Boost and Salamence hitting itself once again might not be towards the benefit of us, Sasuke's team. But we'll have to see. As Scolipede will also be setting up Spikes. Ooh, the residual damage is going to be very, very painful against Napkin, or against Sasuke, sorry. But we are getting a crunch from Salamance's side. Spikes pops up. Breaks through confusion and hits with a crunch, decreasing defense and pretty decent damage overall. But Scolipede is putting in the work. Salamence will really have to try to take it out quickly if we want if it wants to mitigate what it does. It seems Napkin's team is a little bit more defensive, very, very stally, which is pretty good, not gonna lie. But we get an Earthquake from Salamence, so Scolipede should fall here, but that will depend on what it does, because that speed boost is going to be very pivotal here. Definitely on speeds of Salamence by this point, but we're getting another Toxic Spikes, which I did not know could be Satyr twice until just now, but the confusion saves Napkin yet again there. Scolipede now at 2.5 speed. Oh, the 2 times before failing. Okay. So they are now gonna receive the effects of Toxic rather than just Poison. Ooh. Very, very interesting. Napkin got Gimmick, which doesn't apply here with Scolipede. Sasuke is in a pretty bad spot if I say so myself. We're getting an X Scissor from Scolipede. And a Dragon Dance in response, but I don't think it'll... Oh, it resisted it. Never mind. Confusion is over, and the Dragon Dance is going to pump, which still doesn't make it outspeed because the 3 times speed boost is now there. But Salamence still just barely holding on, and it will respond with an Earthquake. That confusion hit earlier was huge. It actually probably would have saved the badly poisoned field effect and Salamence, honestly. But we'll have to see as it goes for Toxic Spikes again, unfortunately. And the Earthquake will pop, knocking out Scolipede. So Salamence holds on just barely to survive there. And we'll be getting Orbital once again. Now, Orbital definitely doesn't outspeed, but if it can tank a hit, or if Salamence does some dumb shit... I think it will be alright. Alright, we're going to get a Shadow Ball from Orbital here. Or Orbital. I keep saying Orbital. And Salamence, in turn, will respond with a Bite, which is going to hurt a lot. It one-shots with the crit. That is a very unfortunate turn of events there for Napkin. Napkin down to his last 2 Mons. We'll have to see what happens. Crobat. This Crobat has been able to hold it down in the past, along with the Chandelure, actually. Napkin has had a lot of little champions within his team, so we'll have to see how things go from here. Alright, but it'll be Salamance's turn. Is going to unfortunately use an Earthquake, which might be the nail in its coffin, considering every attack Crobat has as an attack. But we'll be getting an Acrobatics just to make sure the seal can be sealed here. Very, very good turn. Oh, and it was a crit. There was no way it was surviving that. There was no way. We'll have to see. It'll be quite the comeback here if it is to go through, but we're going to get Scizor next. Poison will not affect it, but the spikes will hit it just a tad bit. Sasuke having a few members of his team a little bit in critical condition, but Napkin at full HP and ready to battle here. We're gonna get a Bug Buzz from this from Scizor. How does Crobat respond? I believe it could just kill Scizor right now, depending on what it gets here. That might do it with a dual wing bee, but we'll have to see. That's 1. That's 2. It does not kill the steel type resistance there, and Bug Buzz does nothing. We're getting, is this more Gen 5? It is. We're getting a ton of Gen 5 right now. This is crazy. Shout out to Zame. We're going to get a gimmick here, which we could technically use because there is no G-Max right now. But I think we will save that for the last. And Abra was not able to G-Max with Orbital. Or Beetle, fuck. We'll get another dual wing beat from Napkin Sun. Sorry, I just got a Snapchat. And a bullet punch. So that priority is going to hit. Does a decent amount of damage, actually. But dual wing beat here, unfortunately, still not enough to finish the job. We'll be getting another Bug Buzz from Scizor. These two just kind of spamming the same exact moves at each other. But Napkin will actually be switching out into Chandelure, which might be smart. It might do even less damage with Chandelure. Yeah, about the same, actually. But Chandelure should be able to clear out Scizor here. Well, we got Gimmick. Chandelure will be using Shadow Ball. That should kill no matter what. It's at 5% HP. Yeah, it's at 15 HP. That should just kill. But before it goes down, we will get an X-Scissor, but actually it does not even outspeed, which I was unaware of. Chandelures are slow usually. But there goes Scizor. Sasuke down to his last 3. Luxray will be coming out. And getting Toxic and Spiked immediately. So coming out at a huge disadvantage. Luxray will use Wild Charge against Chandelure here. I don't believe it outspeed after seeing Scizor fall in a speed battle against a Chandelure. So we'll have to see. As we will be getting a Clear Smog, which won't do much, but it is technically hit. Ooh, a huge Wild Charge there. Chandelure in the low, but Luxray under 50 due to Toxic. So we'll have to see how Chandelure responds here. Being in a poor position. We will not use Gimmick. Once again, we're going to save it for the last Pokemon in this case. So there'll be another Clear Smog, unfortunately. Not doing enough damage, but that might still take out Luxray because of badly poisoned. And in response, Luxray will do another Wild Charge. I don't know if that's the wisest move because of the drop. But it will take out Chandelure nonetheless. Only 2%? Interesting. Toxic does not get rid of Luxray, unfortunately. It's just Crobat against the world, it would look like. We'll have to see. Crobat does greatly. I do know that. Crobat greatly outspeeds Luxray. So Crobat should be able to take care of business with this. Luxray will try to do one more final Wild Charge here. But most likely before it even gets a chance, we'll get a dual Wimby from Crobat, which lands and knocks out Luxray. Alright, Gigalith is up. Into the Toxic, immediate spikes damage. Oh my god, that field is proving to be deadly. Crobat will once again go for dual Wing Beat. It looks like Scolipede setting up the team was the right move in general. And we will be getting an Earthquake. That is very unfortunate for Sasuke here, who will unfortunately have to perish due to the Toxic getting him. Alright, we are down in this first of these final matches. We are already in a very, very close competition here. That is pretty even, all things considered. Pretty even, all things considered, so we'll have to see what happens. We are going to get a Poison Jab from Golosopod. I don't really know how to pronounce this thing. Golosopod. Golosopod? I'm gonna call it Golosopod, even though there's no O after the I there, or after the L. But we'll be getting a Steel Wing in turn on the other side. Steel Wing doing little to nothing there. Same with Poison Jab, but Crobat is technically under 50%, but it's not at the Gigantamax stat yet. So we'll have to stay there. We're going to get... Oh, well, we get Gimmick. So I guess we just have to use it then. Just try to seal the deal here. So I'll say Cinescorch also technically did not do the same. So we could get Galosma doing the same thing, actually, now that I think about it. That'd be interesting. That'd be very interesting. See two G-Maxes duke it out. Well, not G-Maxes, just Dynamaxes duke it out. But we're going to get a Liquidation. Oh, wait. No, it technically would be the Max Airstream. Because we got Gimmick on the roll. Oh, no. That might be it, then. We still get Liquidation. Well, in that case, I'm going to G... No, that's not fair. I'm just going to go for it. Max Airstream. It lives? Speed raises. Hits hard. But the Toxic is going to take care of it anyways. The Toxic is going to take care of it anyways. Napkin barely escapes. A good win for Napkin after a hard-fought victory after it seemed all lost. But we'll be moving quickly right along into the next match there. Challenge here. Gen 8 custom game. It'll be Paragon versus the last of the suzerains here, still standing, Nick. Let's see if Nick can hold his own here. Nick was the person to defeat Serena before Stemmy could do the same. So Nick already having his own repertoire. Paragon ended up surprising me very much during this tournament, but we'll have to see how things go. Alright, Nick will get first Pokemon here. So Nick will be starting with Blaziken. And Paragon with Charizard. Fire starters. Some fan favorites going head to head right here. Let's see. We have two. We have a Mega and a G-Max here. If things are to go as the world wills it. But we will see. Starting off, we were getting a Flamethrower from Paragon. Ooh, excuse me. And an Acrobatics from Blaziken. Flamethrower we're going to do little to nothing. 30%. Wow. Acrobatics, more or less the same. These two are very even right now. Not a speed boosting Blaziken. But that Blaziken will Mega Evolve here. Looks like Nick is not trying to play games, trying to prove that he does deserve to be one of the masters. We'll get a low kick after the Mega there. And how will Charizard respond? By using Dragon Pulse. The low kick with the crit there does massive damage to Charizard. We get the Dragon Pulse and massive damage to Blaziken in turn. Charizard will automatically get a G-Max here. But I don't know if that'll be enough to help it from Blaziken. As we get a Max Wormwind. And just barely making it on the side. Blaziken will low kick once again. G-Max Charizard is up. Blaziken cannot use low kick? What? What just happened there? Can you not use low kick on Gigantamax Pokemon? That's crazy. I didn't even know that was a thing. Alright, well, it looks like Nick takes the first L of this battle. That is a very unfortunate turn of events. Ninetales is up. Not the greatest, but Snow Warning will trickle down Charizard just a tad. I don't think Ninetales outspeed. It does outspeed. That's crazy. I'm learning so much right now. The Weather Bone going to proc. We'll have to see how Charizard responds by using Max Airstream. Weather Ball puts it within killing distance. Max Airstream hits, does a good chunk of damage there with the speed boost going up, but Hail will knock out Charizard. Very, very... Wow. I'm still a little shook by the low kick thing. Alright, Gyarados is out. Alright. Gyarados will be using Scald here, which I think will be enough to take out Ninetales, but we'll have to see what it does. Ninetales will be switching out into Noivern, which is an unfortunate hit there, but Noivern resists but gets burned in the process, and both get hit by the hail, so Noivern comes into a very bad situation on its own side. But it'll use Dark Pulse in response once it releases here. How will Gyarados strike back with another Scald? Dark Pulse hits, does a decent chunk, but Scald hits and does just about the same decent chunk. Hail hitting both, but the burn hitting Noivern. So Noivern, again, still at a little bit of a disadvantage here. We're going to get a Facade from Gyarados. And a Shadow Ball from Noivern. Shadow Ball hits, does a decent chunk once again. Facade hits and does an even decenter chunk that I was expecting. The burn definitely not helping Noivern out here. But Noivern, I believe, outspeeds here, so this might be a GG on that side, depending on if Air Cutter hits here. And we'll be getting a Curse from Gyarados. Unfortunately, Air Cutter does not kill. And Curse brings down its stats, but raises some of its others. Hail fades away just in time, but Noivern lives to fight one more turn. But since Gyarados is definitely faster, again, it might be another GG for Gyarados. So crazier things have happened. So Scald's gonna pump. And Dragon Balls is gonna pump. Dragon Balls gets to hit first, but it looks like both competitors will fall here. So very, very interesting turn right now. Gyarados falling first. We'll get the first row. We're getting into Corviknights. And we're getting Ninetales. They both rolled on 3, hilariously. Snow Warning pops. Again, Ninetales at the disadvantage for sure. Excuse me. Corviknight will be switching out, it looks like, into Grimmsnarl. Fairy versus Fairy. Not a terrible matchup for either side there. Getting a Gimmick, which isn't going to really do much for Ninetales here. Not really much that we can do. Oh, we're getting a switch on this side as well, actually. Into Luxray. Interesting. Both take the exact same amount of damage there from the hail. So now we're in this situation all of a sudden. It rolls into Gimmick, which we won't be able to use in this situation. I think I jinxed at the beginning of the video. Nick is switching once again into Decidueye. But it'll be met in turn with a Stomping Tantrum, which it resists gratefully. But the hail hits, bringing them both down within 11% of each other. Grimmsnarl will go for a Light Screen, which could help against Decidueye's Z move if it is to pop. Which we won't find out right now as we get a Spirit Shackle, which Grimmsnarl is now unable to move out or escape from this battle, so any switches on Grimmsnarl's side will not pop. Alright, it is Nick's move once again. And we will be getting a Skitter Smack, which should hurt a little bit on Grimmsnarl, but it is light screened. So we'll have to see. We're getting another light screen, unfortunately. That's pumping. Skitter Smack misses, though. Very, very interesting. Hail should end it next turn. We're getting a Darkest Lariat, which I think will hurt a decent amount. But Decidueye will be switching here into Lycanroc. A lot of no. Wait, Lycanroc is the one with the Z move. Okay, so that just pops automatically. I misread that situation. I'm so sorry, chat. So we'll get a Stomping Tantrum here. But Z move is going to pump Splintered Storm Shards. Immediately going to KO Grimmsnarl there. Bring the battle back to Earth a little bit. Well, that worked out well in that regard. But now no one... Actually, no. We still have Gengar. Gengar still is rocking a Mega. Alright, but it is Sceptile's move, and it will immediately be switching out. Into Corviknight once again. Which, depending on what is used, might not be that great for it. Ooh. Nick is also switching into 9. Oh, Nick has 3 as options. I shouldn't put that. Oh, so Nick is ahead. Alright, Nick will be switching into Luxray. His light screen proving only really pivotal in that first turn that it was out. But also a bad position for Corviknight here. We're getting Gimmick once again. Not gonna have to work. Nick has no access to Dynamaxing at this time. But we will get a Thunder. Low accuracy, but we'll have to see if luck is on Nick's side. We're getting a Defog. Thunder misses. Unfortunate. Defog pumps, lowering Luxray's evasion. We will get a Brave Bird from Corviknight here. Into another Thunder, which does miss again, unfortunately. Brave Bird hits, but it gets resisted. We will be getting a Play Rough from Nick here. Into another Defog. Player of doing a little bit of nothing there. Defog lowering evasion again. Such an arbitrarily weird number. Another Brave Bird coming from Corviknight here. A war of attrition between these two, it seems. But Luxray just hasn't been able to land that Thunder. But that might change after this Rain Dance pops. This is once again take a little bit of recoil damage on one side. We're getting another Play Rough from Luxray. And another Brave Bird. Both trainers here doing minuscule damage to each other, but it is slowly getting the job done. Another Brave Bird. Into a gimmicking Luxray. into a play roughing Luxray, it looks like. Mirror Armor makes Luxray attack decrease, unfortunately, and it takes the Brave Bird to the face once again. Luxray can't catch a break, unfortunately. As it's going to Rain Dance again here. I'll call that non-contributive to the battle there. That's me. It's gonna play rough again. I guess that's something. Nah, you know what? I'll go with the Rain Dance. I'll go with the Rain Dance. I'll go with the 2 move in a row. But he doesn't get body pressed here. Rain Dance is gonna do nothing. Body press is gonna go. Take care of business with the Luxray. Maybe a controversial choice by my opinion, so I apologize. But feels like his Nick is not in the best of positions with his last 3. Ninetales up, brings out the Hail. In a pretty precarious situation, this Ninetales, now that I'm looking at it. But another body press gonna pop here, which I think will hurt a little bit. Should hurt enough to kill. Getting a Dazzling Gleam. Nick loving the Fairy type moves on the Steel type right now. Body press is enough to kill. Lightning Rock coming out to play again at a very, very low point. So we're going to have to see what happens here. It does outspeed. And will bulk up. Into a Brave Bird. Which I think it's just done because of Hail either way. So that's just unfortunate. We'll get another Brave Bird from Corviknight. So this will be the Decidueye's last stand. I don't think it can tank a Brave Bird from a Corviknight. And we will get a Spirit Shackle, which is not enough to finish the job. Corviknight falls. A great stand by Paragon in the end here. Napkin versus Para. A great fight from both competitors here. A little bit changed because of how, you know, how that one move, but that's the nature of the tournament, you know. That's just how it has been the entire time. But that leaves us with Napkin versus Paragon. Both very good teams with a lot of surprises here. So we'll have to coin flip one more time. Alright, Paragon's getting first poke. With Sceptile. Going into Maractus. A battle of 2 grass types. We'll have to see what happens. And we're going to get a Drain Punch right off the bat here from Maractus. And Sceptile will use Detect. The perfect prediction there. My phone is loud. Shut up. Another Detect from Sceptile here. And Maractus will Cotton Guard, knowing it's coming. Detect pops twice. A rarity. So Maractus is a little bit boosted here. Another Cotton Guard from Maractus. But we'll get a counter from Sceptile, but unfortunately Maragda's just playing it into the air. Alright, Sceptile is going to be switching out into Gyarados. Definitely adding a rule that if you're set up like this, you can't just switch out. That's crazy. Switching out into Quagsire, because that, what's the point? Like, nothing happened. That was 4 turns of nothing. That's crazy. So we went from a grass to grass, straight into a water to water, like. We're getting a Hydro Pump from Quagsire here, so finally some damage. Yeah, okay. Got gimmick. We got a Facade. 17% on one side, 15% on another with a Hydro Pump. That's a little surprising. Another gimmick. Because fuck my life. Another Facade here. But Quagsire will be switching out into Chandelure, perfectly reading the Facade here. Again, this Chandelure a little bit of a beast, so we'll be getting a Dark Pulse. Okay, gonna say this is non-contributing. We got another Facade. We got a third Facade. Alright, we're getting a Scald. It's gonna hurt. No, it doesn't even do 50. Unfortunately, Dark Pulse pumps and brings them to exactly even. At least percentile-wise. Gyarados technically has 30 more HP than it. Gyarados will be switching out into Corviknight. This thing held it down against Nick. Ooh, but it will be walking into the Stray Flamethrower. Unfortunate. The immediate one-shot from the Stray. Into Grimmsnarl here. Looks like Napkin takes the first down here. We're getting another Flamethrower. We're getting a Light Screen from the Grimmsnarl, which will nullify a little. Oh my god, not really. Supposed to nullify that damage, but didn't really do anything. Oh shit. Alright, we are getting a Darkest Lariat here. Just gonna make sure I'm not missing anything. Neither competitor has had their gimmick pop up. Well, right as I say that, I get it on the wheel, but can't use it currently. Ooh, we're getting a Clear Smog, which will do big damage. Oh god. Into the Dark Lariat, which kills. Grimmsnarl holds on just barely there. Alright, Crobat's coming out next. The champion themselves. Alright, Napkin is going to be switching once again into Orbital. Or Beetle. How does Grim Snarl respond? Oh, I didn't spin it. I was like, why does it switch? And I didn't even... Oh, fuck me. Are you kidding me? It just landed on switch anyways. Why does it fucking matter? It doesn't matter. This is crazy. Charizard's coming out. Not a good matchup for Orbeetle. Charizard will be using Dragon Pulse. God, man. I'm gonna get better sleep. No, here I am recording. Like hour-long videos. We are getting a stored power. Which does nothing due to that light screen still being up. Very, very useful. And we will be getting Bug Buzz. It was very close to a gimmick. But we're getting a sunny day on the other side here. Resisted and light screen, not going to do much, but still defense decrease. But solar power. What does solar power do again? Oh, wow. Boost that special attack like crazy. That's actually kind of insane. We're getting another sunny day. Actually, I'll say that's non-beneficial due to it being immediate. Dragon Pulse. And Orbital will gimmick here. We're getting a G-Max, baby. Into its G-Max Gravitas. Which might put this Charizard in an uncomfortable position. Oh my god. The uncomfortable position. That is a dead Zard. We're going into Gengar next. That is a Mega Gengar. We will not be switching out. The G-Max is already up in play. It'll be a max card. Into a Clear Smog. This max card will pop first. Clear Smog will do nothing. Oh, my legs. Alright. Gengar will be Mega Evolving. We got yet another gimmick on the wheel at a perfect moment. I researched a bit. And Dazzling Gleaming. But it'll tank a Max Phantasm to the face afterwards. Definitely does much of nothing. Max Phantasm one-shots Mega Gengar. Unfortunate. Gyarados is up next. Alright, Orbital back to normal now. We'll be getting the Buzz. Oh, excuse me. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm normally not this tired. Gyarados will be cursing. Fuck bitch ass. Takes the hit, bringing them around to normal here. Gravity leaving in one turn. We'll be getting an EQ from Gyarados. That has its stats in a very interesting spot due to the curse. and a Shadow Ball from Orbital. Does not kill Gyarados, but Gyarados will also not kill Orbital here. That's interesting. Orbital will be using stored power. Gyarados will be cursing. It lives on 1%. Are you kidding me? Has literally 1 HP. Literally 1. I don't think there's anything... Actually... Okay, I'm going to say a third curse is not going to help it right now. Gimmick is also not going to help it right now. Charizard is no longer around, but we will save that for, I guess, their last Pokemon. We got Gimmick, but I'm not letting it pop. I'm going to say that's not beneficial to this Gyarados right now. It's at 1 HP. EQ might be more beneficial, but I don't even know if it gets a chance to hit here. It gets a chance to hit. Agility pops. That's insane. That's so insane. That's insane. You can't write this shit. You can't write this shit. Alright, Quagsire coming out to play once again a water versus water battle, but the story's a little different this time around. It'll be using Recover, interestingly enough. This Gyarados is living to fight for some reason. I'm here for it. We're going to get a Scald. Hits. Burn does not pop, and Recover pumps like nothing happened. So we have one at 100% HP and one at 1% HP. EQ from Gyarados. Doing another Recover here. Oh my god, that is big damage, but Recover is going to heal it right back up. Quagsire kind of just baiting us a little bit with these moves here. But this should do it if it hits. We're getting a Hydro Pump. Oh, the attack raise. Didn't even realize. I'm getting Gimmick. And a Facade, which hurts a little bit, but not enough to take it up. Gyarados finally falls after surviving for way longer than it probably should have. The Grimmsnarl's out next at a very interesting position itself. We're getting a Stomping Tantrum from Grimmsnarl. And an Earthquake in response. Stomping Tantrum pops, does nothing. Earthquake pops, kills. All up to Sceptile, who does have the Giganta, or the Dynamax. We'll be getting a Recover from Quagsire. But Sceptile will let it, as it is going to set up a Swords Dance. That could be dangerous. But Sceptile does have to go through 3 Pokemon. It is 2 Pokemon into weak 2, and 1 that does resistant damage to it. So it's going to be a toughie for Sceptile here. But again, crazier things have happened. Alright, we're going to get a counter from Sceptile. And a Hydro Pump. Oh wait, no. Hydro Pump was Quagsire counter from Sceptile, which ends up being nothing because miss and no hit, so. Quagsire will be switching here. into Crobat. Into a Leaf Storm. But the resistant damage is going to be helpful. These stat changes are going to be permanent, unfortunately, here. Due to not being able to switch out to anybody. But we will get the gimmick. We will get the gimmick roll, actually. So Sceptile will go big. It will go big and use Max Guard. Good thing it did too, because we got a cross poison. Another cross poison is going to pop here, though. I don't think there's much that Sceptile can do against a Crobat, unfortunately. It's going to use Max Guard again. But Max Guard fails. Cross poison hits. Doesn't do 50. But does a decent amount to put Sceptile in a scary spot. Last move while it's in its D-Max form, we're going to get a Max Knuckle. And we will get a Steel Wing on the other side here. But it misses, unfortunately. How do you miss an attack on that big of a target? But Max Knuckle will prove to do nothing as Crobat just resists everything that that Sceptile can do against it. We're going to get another Steel Wing here. And another Swords Dance. Steel Wing does a little bit more damage now that it actually hits. The attack is raised, so a counter would have been nice there. We're getting a detect. It's just stalling. It's just stalling. It's stalling and hoping that something happens, but I don't think anything will. I think Paragon is losing. I think Paragon just loses straight up. Detect protects it from the cross poison. Napkin's team at this point has just too much of an advantage. We get another cross poison. This might be the GG. Into a Leaf Storm. But it won't even get the chance to attack. Napkin wins decisively. Very, very decisive win for Nap King here. But that means we get to see a match that I was hoping we were going to get in the main tournament. We're going to get a Napkin versus Stemmy match. Napkin versus Stemmy. Two good friends going head to head in this tournament. Alright, but we're in the last two matches, folks, of the Ijikura Conference. Last two matches. Let's see how they go. Napkin's team been holding it down. Been holding it down hard here. Stemmy will get the first Pokemon. Napkin will get its second with Crobat coming out. Alright. Let's get this party rolling. Stemmy's team is very, very tanky, but Napkin's team has proven to be very resilient during this tournament. Alright, we're going to get a dual Wing Beat here. How will MSC respond? With a Body Slam. 1-2, doing decent damage there. And Body Slam doing even more damage. We're going to get a Yawn here from Snorlax. Into a Cross Poison. Decent damage. But now Crobat is drowsy after a yawn from Snorlax, so it'll have to do something here if it wants to not fall asleep. Is going to be another cross poison. Into a protect. Perfectly predicted by Stemmy there. As Crobat falls asleep. But Stemmy will be using Toxic, unfortunately. Probably expecting a switch out by Napkin here. But Napkin will attempt to use Dual Wing Beat, but Crobat is asleep, so the Toxic will not proc. Now Napkin will be switching into Maractus. But Snorlax will be using Protect, which will be a free switch for Napkin, luckily. Another Protect from Snorlax here. Looks like Napkin didn't like that first one, so we're going to switch again, this time into Quagsire. The switches, man, in these battles are always going to be the thing that gets me. We will be getting a Stone Edge. But Snorlax will be switching out into to layup, but that is an unfortunate switch as it takes a huge hit from Quagsire. Oh man, catching strays as well is another big thing in this tournament. We'll be getting a Shadow Ball. Into a Recover. So we're gonna make it look like nothing even happened. This Quagsire is an annoying little bitch. Quagsire is going to Earthquake here. Don't think there's anything Flareon can do to withstand that, though. But they will try with the Fire Fang. The Resistant and no burn. Earthquake taking out the Flareon. Alright, Spartan is up next, and I remember correctly, Spartan does have a G-Max. We have a G-Max and a Mega here. It'll be using Throat Chop. Into Earthquake. Both doing about the same here. We're getting a Stone Edge from Quagsire. Into a Gimmick. We rolled it. We're rolling it at good times now. This is good to know. And it'll be a max Rockfall that we get from it. Does nothing to Quagsire there, but Sandstorm is up. It resists the Stone Edge. Alright, we're getting a max Chi Strike. And a Hydro Pump. big damage on Max Chi Strike there, and decent damage on Hydro Pump. I think it's the best we've seen a G-Max do. Quagsire will be recovering, so this is Spartan's chance to knock it out. It will go for the kill with a Max Rockfall, which I don't think will do enough. It does. It just barely does. A very, very successful set of turns there for Spartan. I'm honestly quite impressed. Art Orbital's up. Or Beetle. Or Beetle. Or Beetle is up. Ooh. It'll be going for a Rock Slide against the Orbeetle. Orbeetle just sounds wrong. And in turn, Orbeetle will use Shadow Ball. Decent chunk of damage against Spartan there. Rock Slide's gonna hit, even do more damage. Wow. Creating an automatic G-Max here from Orbeetle. And it'll use G-Max Gravitas. We got a gimmick. Spartan doesn't have a gimmick anymore. Just has G-Max Cheese Strike on its screen forever. It's the same exact gimmick spot. We got the same exact gimmick spot. I just don't know anymore. There's no way we laid on 3 times. You figure out. Okay, we almost landed on gimmick on the other side. Okay, we're gonna get Earthquake. Max Gravitas Orbital outspeeds Spartan, unfortunately knocking it out before it gets a chance to try. Uni is up next. Alright, we had a Dazzling Gleam. And a Max Guard. Orbeetle tanking that Dazzling Gleam with pride there. But it'll end its big mode with Phantasm. Maxed Phantasm. I'm getting a gimmick. Which you can't currently use. Do a magic coat. Big damage and the defense being lowered there. Level will be switching out into Snorlax. Snorlax will take a bug buzz to the face here. Decent damage, putting it within range. And its passive defense being lowered. Oof, unfortunate, we're gonna get a Shadow Ball here. Into a Toxic. Alright, looks like Orbital will fall eventually here. Well, we're getting a Body Slam, so this is the last chance to really do anything against Snorlax. Getting Stored Power, which crits but doesn't do much there because it has no stat raises, but Body Slam will OHKO it. Scolipede. This thing hugely helped with its setup last time around. We're gonna get Protect from the Snorlax. Trying to hold on for dear life against this monster. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me again. The Scolipede will begin its assault by setting up. It'll also set up the Toxic Spikes as well. The trap is being laid. In turn, Snorlax will try to Protect again. And Protect is popping. So Snorlax is getting lucky. It just isn't blocking the thing it needs to block. This is very unfortunate. Okay, I'm going to say Protect 3 times in a row is not going to help. Either is gimmick, but you know, we can get them on the wheel again if we want, and it's fine. Ow. We'll get a Toxic, which also doesn't probably help much, but you know, it's fine. It isn't technically the other move. And we'll get an X in response, so it doesn't even get the chance to use Toxic. Not looking too great for Stemmy, if I say so myself. But again, crazier things have happened. It walks in, steps in poison. Unfortunately, it takes a little bit of damage. Napkin is up here. And Napkin is going to use a Sludge Bomb. In response, we'll get a Waterfall. Sludge Bomb resisted, does decent damage either way. The Waterfall hits, hurts a little bit. Poison's gonna hit. Now the Scolipede, fast as fuck, boy. And we'll do one more Toxic Spikes to get the poison, or get the badly poisoned onto the field. But we will get a... Oh, I'm so sorry. We're gonna get a Mega here. A Mega into an EQ. That's gonna hurt. But the Toxic Spikes have been laid once again. EQ is going to knock out Scolipede. Battle is now technically even, but I think Stemmy is in a very, very bad spot. Crobat's coming back out. Also not in the greatest of spots itself, actually. We're going to get an EQ. Unfortunate. But maybe no, we're getting a switch. That might be game-changing. Maractus is coming out to play. Got a tank and EQ. Ooh. Half the HP. But Swampert is not in the best of spots itself. We're going to get a Cotton Guard from Maractus once again. Trying to whittle down Swampert here. And we're getting a Waterfall. But it has Storm Drain, so it's just going to raise the effect. Unfortunate move there. So now this thing is stronger, and it has a defense up. It's going to use Earthquake. Another Con Guard here. Swampert is slowly falling. And it is unfortunately... No, it should be Maractus now. It's going to use Drain Punch. The famous B battle theme that I'm skipping. And I'll keep Marnie theme on. Sorry. Not biased. Into a body press, which is not anywhere near enough. And Drain Punch will bring it within poison killing distance, unfortunately. Swampert falls. Damage from the spikes. The badly poisoned from the badly. Navgan's team is strong. Navgan is a strong team. Alright, let's see what Uni here does. Gonna get a magic coat. And a Petal Blizzard. Petal Blizzard is gonna do a little bit more damage because of that special attack race from earlier. Badly Poison does not take it out. We will get Cotton Guard will be useless here, so we will have to re-roll that. We get another Petal Blizzard. Ooh, switching into bolts. I don't know if that's the wisest decision. Oh my god. Oh, the crit! The crit! Oh my god! I think Navgan just wins. I think Navgan just wins. It can't survive. It has to take out 3 Pokemon in 2 turns. It can't do that. We're gonna get a Focus Blast. And a Toxic. Focus Blast is gonna hurt, but not enough. It's already poisoned. Down goes Bolt. It might just die when it comes out, actually. Oh! Oh my god. That's crazy. That's a crazy end. Crazy to watch that happen how it did. Petal Blizzard. Can it take down this Miraculous before the end, though? Psychic. It does. It takes one more down with it. Making Navgan's record a little bit worse, but down goes. Navgan wins. Another 2-6. Now, we could end it here, because we do technically have a 4th place. But I kind of want to watch DK and Navgan duke it out. So we're gonna do it. We're just gonna go for it. Navgan. DK. Flip the coin here. DK gets first. And we'll be starting off with Listen. Then Navgan will be starting with Orbital. Sorry, we're just writing it down. Oh my god, wait, we got Gimmick for Navgan. Wait. Immediately? Oh, well, I mean, he's going up against that, so he's got to take care of it, you know? He's using G-Max Gravitas. Wait, that actually might just fucking knock it out. Wait, there's no way. Does DK have anything special I should be keeping in mind also? We got a mega Sableye. Took me a minute to remember. Wait, got a message. We're getting a low kick. That's not gonna do anything. Oh no. Oh my god. That's crazy. The turn one knockout is insane. Oh, best of luck. Happening. Oh, wait, we gotta reroll. Sorry. Forgot where we were for a second. Little guy. Oh. Little guy's here to try his best. But can Napkin take out his favorite little guy? It's not gonna matter. DK switch. Into Unabomber. This thing has killed it in this tournament, honestly. Ooh. And it's gonna be a free switch with the max guard popping. Napkin's gonna get a max phantasm here. This is crazy. This is such a good run. Psychic fans. Which will do nothing to the psychic type, but max phantasm will hit. Oh my god, another Oko. Holy crap. Napkin is on a tear right now. Little guy's coming back out. Orbital finally back to Earth, like the rest of us. We will be getting an ancient power from little guy. Just a little guy. Oh, dying little guy. And a bug buzz. Oh my god, that's 3 Oko from Orbital. Orbital, what is going on? What is going on? This is not fair. This isn't even fair. This is insane. What am I watching right now? This is crazy. We're getting a Shadow Ball from Orbital. And a Pain Split on the other end, which is not good. Oh my god. Ooh, foul play. Now this could be good. And we'll be getting another Shadow Ball. Not enough to kill. And foul play not enough to kill either. Automatic Mega on the left side there. But I don't think we'll do anything. Well, it all depends. We're getting a stored power, which won't do anything. I don't even remember if... I think I might stop that order, but it's fine. Another foul play. Ooh. That shit hurt. Alright, switch pops. Gengar coming out to play. Gengar will be met by a Bug Buzz, but it should tank that. Yeah, good job. Ooh, Bug Buzz disabled because of Curse Body. It's champion theme. Pokemon World Tournament final round. It's perfect. It's playing at the perfect time. We're getting a Shadow Ball. into a cursing Gengar. So Gengar most likely will fall, but Orbital is now on its last legs, but it has taken out 4 Pokemon before it falls. It has taken out 4 Pokemon. Can we get a 5? We're getting a Nightshade, so we probably won't get a 5. Because Orbital does not actually, maybe, I don't know. I cannot use move 4. Move 4 is currently disabled. We'll have to re-roll that. Saved. Gem Galamino saved by the wheel with the agility here. Unfortunate. Orbital fucking tore through that. I don't even know what to say. I don't have any other comments. Chandelure coming out next. Making DK's team look like it was nothing. It does have a huge ghost type weakness. We're getting a Dark Pulse here, which should be neutral. And a Pain Split, which will do nothing, but it doesn't even live. It doesn't even live to tell the tale. This might be the single-handedly best performance we've seen. It's been 12 turns, and DK is onto his last Pokemon. That's fucking insane. We're getting a Thunder Punch. Dark Pulse. Oh! Oh my god. Napkin is delivering like the single-handedly biggest beatdown I've ever seen. Imagine getting almost swept by an Orbeetle. Poor DK, man. DK didn't deserve this. He fought through hell and high water. No, I wanted to finish it with that song. No, the wheel, you bitch. Now we have to listen to the amazing end theme, you motherfucker. Dynamic Punch. Oh. That's so unfortunate. That's so unfortunate. Jantor's got to be able to pull this through, right? Darkest Lariat. He has a chance. He has a chance. It's over, chat. Or I think it's over. Actually, he might be able to take this. It's Flamethrower. Nope. Well, it's over. Napkin wins with a 1-6 victory. Alright, so in tournament seeding, at least, ranks 1, 2, 3, and 4 are as follows. Well, I almost wrote myself like a loser. Would be Benson, then myself, Eros, and then Napkin. Congratulations to everybody, and thank you all for being here for the Masters 8. I really, really appreciate it. It has been an amazing ride and an amazing tournament. And I can't wait to do it again later this year. So stay tuned for news with that. It's going to be a lot of fun. This is your boy, Sho, signing off. Stay happy, stay humble, much love, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.